everyone. I'd really like to have a chat with you today about 3 different dimensions of time and space and reality. I have been a healer now for over 25 years. My name is Cumber and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. I've started the YouTube channel because I wanted to give something freely given, freely taken, and to share some of the wealth of experience that my students have been teaching me over the years. Everything to me is about vibrational essence, and it's about the vibes that we all live in. And these are tremendously challenging, intensely nurturing opposites of experience in time and space. So I just thought I would give you a brief introduction to what I am going to term today as a 3-legged race. I don't know, for those of you that are younger watching this, you might not have had that experience, but for my generation, some of you on sports days may have experienced or remember the 3-legged race. And I've just been to my grandchildren's sports day, so that's why it's come to mind. And they didn't do this, but I did miss it. It's where 2 people get together and they bind your right or left leg as you're touching each other. And you need to be in harmony and in rhythm with each other to stay upright as you run towards the finishing line. So it's hilarious taking part. We're all like going one way and then another. Short people matched with tall people. The strides are completely different and it's just a lot of fun. But for those people who, whatever their size or their rhythm, that were willing... Sorry, there's a buzzard that's just flying overhead of me now, and we have 2 red kites flying over, and you may actually be able to pick up the noise of a tractor in the field. I've chosen to do this outside today with all of the usual gorgeous nature sounds and rhythms and colours, for the fun of it really. So please bear with the sound quality and the additional beautiful nature spirits and the elementals that come and join us on all of these outside videos. Because it's really not about the sound quality, is it? It's really about the message. So if you're willing to receive that message in whichever way you can, then let's move forward with this. So the 3-legged race, hilarious, absolutely hilarious. But those that would get together and give a little bit, just be compassionate and understanding and receive the other person's rhythm. But you both had to be able to do that in order to stay upright and in order to finish the crossing line. And that's what this is about, really. The 3rd dimension is that we already know. It's the yin and yang. It's the duality. It's the love and hate. It's the world that most of us have experienced on this planet called Earth in the human form, this day and age. The 4th dimension is another layer of vibrational essence that vibrates at a higher rate. And this particular 4th dimensional energy is all about compassion and compassionate action towards yourself, and therefore that ripples out to affect the world and everybody in your close quarter circle. The 3rd element, the 3rd dimension, is that of the 5th. So it's easy to remember, 3rd, 4th, 5th, those are the 3 things. And the 5th dimension raises our vibration even more to end up being a sort of life where you can access love, understanding, wisdom, hope, and many of the things that we might go to the cinema and see as superhuman type attributes, you know, the telepathy, the teleporting, the all of the things that we now put into sci-fi as opposed to a reality. So it's all about the vibes. And right now, we've been, for many years now, for the last 20 years of my life, I've been downloading lots of information from the cosmic soup out there of information that we can all connect in with. And I've been downloading the differences between the third and the fourth and the fifth and many others. The reason I've been bothered to do that is because it seems to assist people that when you know, like an energy update, what's going on at this moment in time, it sort of helps us not think we're going a bit mad and a bit loopy. And the fact that actually, yeah, we're all feeling this to some extent or other. And knowing that it's the energetics that are around, we can just surrender and relax into it and make the best of it as we can. So right now, basically, I would like you to imagine that you personally, for yourself, rather than have to rely on anyone else joining in this three-legged race, if you imagine that you've got 3 legs, okay, no jokes, you've got 3 legs. And you've got 1 foot in the 3rd dimension, which you really know as the reality that we've known up to now. 1 leg in the 4th dimension, so there's a third of you, a whole third of you that's wanting to bring up this compassionate action for yourself, and then a third of you, your 3rd leg, in the 5th dimension that knows a higher pathway, a road through all of the troubles that we get caught up with and the dramas and stories and the habits of the 3rd dimension. So if you look at it that way, as it's a pie chart or a cake that's split into 3, what's phenomenally interesting to me about that is all realities, all experiences that are above 3rd, so that's the 4th and the 5th, is a reality where there is no war. There's no hate, no jealousy, no envy. It's cooperative, it's communion, it's unity. And I'm being told from everything that I know that we are in this reality now. So 2/3 of every human can access this reality now. So if you've got an issue that's just come up, whether it's health, whether it's relationships, whether it's abundance, whatever it happens to be, and we're looking through just the filter of the 3rd dimension of us and them, of black and white, of fixing it, it will lead to a certain outcome that we're all familiar with. I don't have to bother you with that one. But if we go to the 4th and the 5th aspects of our soul that are already living this other reality and bring that forward, 2/3 is the biggest chunk. So if we're looking through the dynamic filter of everything's actually as it needs to be, I'm learning through this experience, do I really need to join in that drama? Is there another way? Is there a higher aspect that I can go to? Can I come from the position of trusting life more? Can I come from the position of knowing more? Will I trust my intuition? Will I love more? Is there more happiness and wonderment for me? And even if we start to actually say, I wonder what my response is, if I answer from my 4th and my 5th dimensional self rather than my 3rd, even that, just that, if you can go away with just that sentence, I wonder what my response to this life is by my filter going through the 4th and the 5th dimension, from compassion to knowing and to wisdom and communion and communication. How will my life be then? So if you come from that type of questioning, that kind of internal inquiry, I'm very interested, very, very, very sure that we'll have a different outcome, a better outcome, a more loving one, a more fun one, a more dynamic one. And I would love to invite you on that journey to find out more about the options that you have to have the life that you say you want. I'm very, very interested in that. I would love you to engage with me in that. We have, if you scroll right to the bottom of this YouTube, there's a comments field you can select right at the bottom. If you want to leave any questions for me, I'm happy to answer. I also have another YouTube video that I posted a few weeks ago, which is called it's Dimensions of the Soul, and that actually goes through a lot more detail about what these different dimensions are and how they can be impacting your life right now. Just know that you are perfect the way you are. You are loved just the way you are. You're absolutely awesome to be here, to be living, to be breathing, to be engaging in this life at this time. And that all of the energies that are around, the whole of the vibrational essences is coming together in a magnificent picture of your life in full support of you in order that you complete your soul purpose in the most dynamic, gorgeous, affluent, healthy way possible. So, lots of love, guys. Soul to soul, something to think about. Three-legged race. And 3 dimensions and possibilities for you. Lots of love. Soul to soul.